Hello, beautiful people. How you guys doing once again? I'm so glad to be in your midst as usual. Okay, so the story has come out of Ooni of Ife's palace at this time is the one that might interest you. Okay, now what we are hearing allegedly at this moment is that Ooni of Ife has been stunned beyond measure as Tadenikawo cried endlessly for more than 3 hours after the mom, Queen Naomi, left him at the royal mansion with him. So what we are hearing at this moment is that we've had a lot of back and forth on how Queen Naomi left the royal mansion. But after a lot of people prevailed on her, to not to completely abandon the royal mansion. So we are told that she started going there, and in order not to completely deprive Ooni of Ife the opportunity to bond with his son, we are told that occasionally, that free time for him to have that bonding was permitted or allowed. So what has happened now is that they said Ooni of Ife, Kabiyesi himself, went to the royal mansion. Obviously, it's looking like Queen Naomi has brought back some other maids, because initially when she put that place under key and lock, she had to ask all the maids that were initially brought by Kabiyesi out of the place. So obviously, her coming back this time, she came with her own set of maids, and but what we are hearing at this time is that okay, Queen Naomi left Tadenikawo with Kabiyesi, ostensibly maybe to go to the market or to go and do her hair as we gathered, and decided to leave father and son together to do their usual bonding. Okay, but we are told that the rumor has it that immediately Queen Naomi left that place, they said Tadenikawo started crying vehemently, and the cry continued. In fact, without ceasing, they said, for the 3 hours that Tadenika was away, that the cry became so unusual because Tadenika was said to have cried endlessly, seeking to be with his mother because it was said that he kept calling for the mom, and started running severe temperature in addition to the cries. And this got to Kabiyesi very, very worried. In fact, who will not be worried? Okay, that he got so worried, he got so agitated to the point that he had to summon all the maid in the house, and they too they try to play with Tadenikawo, just to they brought out all the toys in the house, and nothing they did not do to pacify Tadenikawo, but everything proved abortive and nothing was achieved because Tadenikawo was said to continue crying. In fact, it was said that the cry even became more severe after the maids came one after the other to try to pacify him. So we are told that at this time, Ooni of Ife, who usually, comes around the royal mansion to cool off, because like we reported in the past, the royal mansion is one place that gives Ooni of Ife, some level of sanity, when he's not in the palace. And we also reported a long time ago that look, the royal mansion has the paraphernalia of Ooni of Ife's palace. It's like everything he needs to work with as a king, he has most of them right there. And just being the comfort of that ambience alone is something that we are told, always suits him so well. Okay, so now they said at this time, while there was this panic all over the place, that Ooni of Ife was said to have made all efforts to get in touch with Queen Naomi, but apparently Queen Naomi had put her phone off, from what we gathered, So he tried and tried to get in touch with Queen Naomi, it didn't work. At this point, it was said that he had to start calling one of the previous experienced maid who was obviously used to Tadenikawo, and that one, eventually came, did her best, it also failed. So the thing is, it's looking like Queen Naomi may have orchestrated this to prove to the whole world and to Kabiyesi why she had always maintained that no one else except her can take care of this boy. Don't forget that, look, we have always been reporting it that, look, it is not going to be easy for Tadenikawo's mom, that is Queen Naomi, to let go the son. Because it's not just about the fact that this is mother to son relationship. We must recognize the fact that Tadenikawo is a special kid. Don't forget that he's the first son of Kabiesi. Don't also forget that, I mean, he has this hair dreads, that he came with right from birth. That should tell everybody that, look, this one is not an ordinary child, okay? And and that dread that he carries. For those of you who grew up from very rural homes, you will realize that kids with dreads are always treated with a lot of they pay special attention to them because they are seen and regarded as special kids, when it comes to their spirituality and what you want to call it. So recall that Tade is a very special child with special dress, like I just said, which connotes his unparalleled spirituality. And it was said that he was crying and touching his hair, all through the time that he was crying to see the mom. And we are also told that this got Kabiesi very frightened, and the panic was just on another level. Okay, so don't forget that, like I said, it looks like the fact that Queen Naomi's phone could not be accessed at the time that this whole thing happened. For me, I think, Queen Naomi is a very smart woman. A lot of people may think that, okay, this one not they talk, she doesn't make wahala, but I always tell people that this lady is one very, very intelligent woman. I think she must have orchestrated this thing so to say, okay, you know what? This man has been clamoring to have this boy. He has said one of the Oloris. Initially, it was Olori Toby. Later, all the other Olori started, I mean, jostling for who is going to take care of Tadenikawo. It's like this woman now felt, okay, you know what? Let me even prove to Kabi FC that, look, I'm not just saying I will not drop this child because I'm the mom, but it's because of the special circumstance, of his birth being a spiritual being, courtesy of those dread that you see on him. Then, apart from that, this boy has special connection, spiritual connection with the mom as well. Don't forget that the mom, Queen Naomi, is a spiritualist in one way or the other. I mean, she's I wanted to say a prophetess. She's a strong prophetess, okay, of great repute. She started this when she was much more younger. So it is not surprising that her mom, Tadenikawa's mom, is a prophetess. And now, prophetess has given birth to another boy that is looking like another prophet, in the making, courtesy of that dress that she carries. And I would like to remind all of us that, look, the Ooni of Ife himself, when he was younger, from what we gathered when I were listening to his dad speak some years back regarding Kabiyesi, he said that when Kabiyesi was younger, that he was at the forefront of people who try to tell everyone that, look, you cannot touch his head, you cannot touch Kabiyesi anyhow. So what I'm trying to say is, even Kabiyesi Ojaja himself, Ojaja the second, when he was much younger, I mean, you could not touch his head anyhow because of the special spirituality in him. So Tadenikawo, I mean, is the same. He even has dreads on his head, so everyone can see that. Look, this is not an ordinary child. Okay, so we were told that eventually, Queen Naomi came back, and it was when Queen Naomi came back that Cam returned to the mansion, and Tadenikawa was, full of life again. His ebullient self, smiling, happy. I mean, just moving around. I think that if truly what we are hearing is true, I think Queen Naomi has done well because this has proven beyond reasonable doubt that, look, Tadenikawa can never and will never be under anyone's tutelage except his own biological mother. So if there is something, if they wanted to prove this with this singular event that just happened, I think it has been proven beyond every shadow of doubt. So this is what we heard at this time, and I felt like I have to bring it to your doorstep. So what do you think of this story that is coming out at this time? Please leave your comment in the comment section. I'll see you again. Bye bye.